Yo, what's up? So this is live right now in Preeminence Unleashed, but full disclosure, I actually am filming it as a bit of a lead magnet. I'm just gonna film it live with you guys because I got the time. I got home, or I got back to the office a little bit early. I got the time. I'm gonna break this down for you, and then if you're in the vault or you're in the 12 days of Nick's Miss, you'll get all the handouts and stuff. But full disclosure, this is I'm filming this as a lead magnet, a value pack lead magnet, and I'm going to let you follow along. And if you want to participate and ask questions, you let me know, and I'll do my best to let me move this tab so I can see if you ask questions. So I'm going to talk about productivity, and I'm going to drop some things that I think a lot of us should be thinking about as we go forward into 2019. Cool. Let me know. Drop a comment if you're cool with that, or I can just film this privately. It doesn't really matter. But let's hit it. Share. There we go. All right. So let's talk about maximum productivity in 2019. And I'm going to tell you how to be a machine in focus. I talk a lot about force multipliers. Force multipliers being the things that move your business without requiring more time and more effort. And this is much of the leg on the Facebook. There we go. Here we go. Maximum productivity in 2019. Okay. And here is a really, really important little anecdote. I want you to write down your maximum activity. The amount of activity you do in a day is not your maximum productivity. Let's get that out of our heads right now. Let's just agree that doing more stuff is not more productive. And we're going to talk about how to be more productive, how to move the needle every single day so that it compounds and compounds and compounds. Okay. Keep in mind, there's a difference between productivity and activity. Okay. We just talked about that. There is a difference between achievability and maintainability. So another thing I implore you to write down is your maximum achievability is not your maximum maintainability. And when we think about making a difference, we think about making a ton of money, we think about having an impact, the maintainability aspect is the most important. Okay. Things happen over many, many, many years. So if you are pushing for your maximum achievability in the next 6 months, you are going to push the boundaries of your maintainability, and you are probably not going to achieve the longevity necessary to do the things in life that you want to do. Okay. So remember that. There we go. Your maximum achievability is not your maximum maintainability. And we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about maximum maintainability for maximum impact on the world. This is what happens now, right? We work the way we work, right? We get distracted when we get distracted. Our phone goes off when it goes off. And so what we do is we work longer hours. We want to have more impact, make more money, get more done. We work longer hours, and then we work harder. We put a little bit more effort into each activity. And then we run out of time and we reach our biological limits. We cannot work 24 hours a day, right? We can't, if we don't sleep, we start making bad decisions. So we reach our biological limits. And this is where most people get stuck and burn out. The good news is, if you stop adding more time and you stop adding more effort, and remember, this is for people, I'm going to make a note right here. This is not for lazy people. This is for people that have already maxed out their time and effort. They have put legitimate effort into what they're doing. There are force multipliers, which exponentially increase what you get done without doing more. But those force multipliers you have to be ruthless about. You have to have insane discipline, and that's what it takes to make millions and millions of dollars or have a massive, massive impact. And maybe that's not what you want, and that's fine. You just adjust, right? You just adjust these things to match your unique disposition. So the key for 2019 is be ruthless about your time and your attention. The world right now is after our time and attention. Safari has blocked the Google Pixel because they know the biggest risk right now is losing attention, right? Distraction, lack of fulfillment. And so be ruthless about your time and attention. Be ruthless about your sleep schedule. Be ruthless about cultivating the ability to focus on a thing for a long time. This is not going to be a 2-minute sound bite, because if you want a 2-minute sound bite, I do not want you consuming our content and giving us credit for your ADD. That's not what we want. It'd be ruthless about automating and systematizing everything in your life that is not the focus. And that changes. There's seasons, right? But right thing, right time. Be ruthless about social media and distractions. Nothing good comes out of being distracted on social media. I produce a lot. I don't consume a lot. It might seem weird that I say, hey, look at me on social media, get off social media. But the truth is, I'm just telling you what I think is best. And that's the position I take. And I will always tell you what I think is best, because that's my focus, right? And be ruthless about your health. Without it, nothing's going to happen for very long anyway, right? The force multipliers that we talk about here do require health, right? You will not be able to focus if you don't sleep or you don't eat, you don't take care of yourself. And the tools, here's the tools you need to get started. Okay. Now I'm going to show you this. This is our systems. This is my COO, my business partner and COO, Dan. And we take people through levels as an entrepreneur of just clarity and control, goals, time, bridge time, not to-do list. We start validating the machine that is your business. We start designing it. We build it, operate, strengthen, master. And we master operations and finances. And that is exactly what we should do with your time, is validate it, design it, build it, operate it, strengthen it, and continue to go back for version 1, version 2, version 3. This is, if you want to play at a high level and you don't have this kind of program, you're a ding dong. You need to stop buying Facebook ads courses and learn how to master the little things, because that is where the magic happens, right? The magic happens by focusing and just radically improving one thing. So the tools to get started here with your time, you need a calendar and a Google or Microsoft Excel sheet, and that's it. Notice the very theme is right here. Be ruthless about distractions. You don't need 45 different tools to track your time. You need a calendar and you need a Google Sheet. And in here, you can see I am ruthless about this. I'm going to show you how I built this. Okay, we'll go to next week. I'm going to show you how I built this. In the calendar, start with your sleep. Okay, number 1, go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Worst case, wake up at the same time every day. This will do more for your life and your business than anything you've ever done before if you're not already doing it. So block this off in your calendar first and protect it at all costs. So for me, I am asleep by 10. I'm awake by 6. I'm awake at 6. That is the first thing I put in my calendar. Nobody messes with it. I protect it. It's for the better. This is for productivity. You think staying up and messing up your sleep schedule is productive. It's not, I promise. We have all the data. So step 1, block out your sleep. Do that right now. Like, pause this video and go do that. It will change your 2019. Then we're going to cultivate focus. We're going to carve out time to focus. Meditation does work. That's the word I use. I don't actually meditate. You can walk. I do block out walking time. And my suggestion is the embryonic breath. So right here, right, read and write is also a non-negotiable for me. I need to read and write every day. So I plug that in. And then I have meditate. But what I really do is the embryonic breath, which is something that a good friend of mine and a partner, Chris Axelrad, came up with. It's a guided track, like a meditation. And once you master it, This is a huge force multiplier, because if you can cultivate this focus, that 30 minutes out of your day will make every single minute of your day more productive. So that's a force multiplier. Take 30 minutes and get hours and hours more done. So cultivate that focus. For me, reading and writing is also calming. It's focus for me. And that's why it's in there. Okay, so cultivate focus next. And you should pause and do this. Systemize and autopilot. Put things on autopilot. Food, laundry, menial tasks, dishes, unless you love doing it and that is your focus time, which is it's reasonable to call these things meditation because they can be cathartic. But if they're not, get them off your plate. We waste so much time tinkering over here and tinkering over there and doing this and doing that and eating over here. Do the same thing at the same time in the same place every day. Don't eat at your desk some days, conference room the other days, dinner table the other days. The brain is highly associative. You want to drastically increase your productivity. Tell your brain, when I'm at this desk, I work. When I'm in bed, I sleep. When I'm on this couch, I relax. And you will get more out of every single minute of the day. So again, another force multiplier is take the things off your plate and build a system for I work here, I sleep here, I do this here, I do that there. And let your brain, let your brain's propensity to associate things benefit you. Cool? Do that. Okay, that's the next task. Once you've done that, eliminate social media and distractions. Turn off your application or turn off notifications, but seriously, just delete the apps. Just delete the apps. I only have Messenger because I still have business over Messenger and Instagram. Got rid of YouTube, got rid of all the other stuff. I don't have my bank app. If it's that important, I can sit down somewhere and do it. There's an app called Screen Time on your iPhone. Activate it. Go into settings, activate screen time, let it run for a couple days, and then look at it. It's kind of like stepping on the scale when you've been avoiding the scale. It's eye-opening how much time you spend on social on your phone. And so turn on go to settings and turn on screen time on your iPhone. And it'll tell you, hey, you spent 4 hours on social today. My suggestion is turn off your phone. That's what I do. My notifications are off. Somebody could be calling me right now. Don't know, don't care. I'm here to get stuff done. I have focus, right? Check your email less and less. I check once every 2 days unless I know there's something in there. Do that. Be ruthless about your health. Exercise consistently, same time every day. Cut out alcohol. You like it? That's cool. But that's a force multiplier because nothing useful happens when you're drunk and nothing useful happens the day after. Messes with your sleep, which is our number one thing we're protecting. Just get over it. It's not useful. If you want to do it, do it. Just understand you're less productive because of it. That is your prerogative to make that decision. Figure out a balanced meal plan. You can measure it all. I measure my food is weighed to the gram, but I don't do it. I eat the same thing every day. I know it's the amount of food I need. I know it's the nutrients I need. Everything's there. I don't think about it. And eating at the same time every day, again, the brain's power, the power of association, you're just more productive. You know when to shut down, you know when to turn on, you know when to work, yada, yada, yada. So do those things and then be ruthless about your space. One activity per space. Don't eat where you work. Don't work where you sleep. And utilize the brain's propensity to make these really strong associations, right? If you work where you sleep, it's going to be really hard for your brain to figure out if you're supposed to be working or sleeping. And if it decides it's work time when you want to sleep, that's frustrating. And if it decides it's sleep time when you want to work, it's not productive. So be ruthless about these things. Okay. Again, we do this with first the entrepreneur at level 1, and then we have level 2 and level 3. And then we start looking at the business the same way. We are ruthless about every little operating procedure in the business because that's just our profit margins are great. We pay great. Like we want to be efficient and productive. We don't just want to be active and busy. So do that. Protect your calendar here. So all this white space is project space or phone calls. And the reason, I'll tell you the reason why I'm so ruthless about my calendar this way is my number one priority going into 2019 is serving our network members, our one-on-one clients, and really any clients, is over delivering to them. So I have to be ruthless about this stuff because this is what keeps me ticking, right? This is what keeps me productive. And if I am ruthless about it and I delegate all that other stuff, then it opens up as much time as possible to do the main thing in 2019, which is help people succeed, which is what I'm doing right now. When I'm giving you this is, if you do these things, everything will explode for your quality of life, your focus, your business. The predictability itself is like cathartic. Do these things, it'll change your life. And if you are in the vault, or if you are in the 12 days of Nixmas, I will actually send you the spreadsheet you need. I'll send you a link to the embryonic breath. I'll make sure you have all this stuff, because I do track my sleep and I do track my food and all that. But again, this is just being sent out as a high value thing. I'm not going to get super granular, because if you just do these things, these 5 things, 2019 will be better than 2018. And if every year is better than the year before it, in 4, 5, 6 years, you're going to be in a pretty good place, right? So think about that. And that's what I got for you. I'll make sure you have handouts and all the worksheets, and I'll show you how I track my sleep and all that stuff as well, if you're in the 12 days of Nixmas, or if you're in the Preeminence Unleashed vault.